Hello, students. So, again, a very warm and healthy good morning to all of you. I hope within the confinement against COVID 19, you must be enriching and refining yourself. And with the best utilization of our time, let's move ahead with the further teaching and studying. Today, a topic will be letters, which is quite indispensable and essential part to your writing task. Students, in your board examination, you will be having in class 12th your question number 4 that will carry and that will obtain two letters. And in these two letters, you are supposed to attempt one letter and that will carry 6 marks for you. That will cater 6 marks to you. And the marks categorization will be 1 mark for your format, 3 marks for your contents, and 2 marks will be given to you for your language proficiency. That means your expression, your coherence, as well as your word selections. And if you belong to class 10th, then your question number 3, that will be, like a long writing task, in that you will be having an internal choice with article. Letter will be there, but it will be combinedly given with an article, and then you are supposed to opt for either article or the letter. For the letters, your word limit is 120, that is minimum ones, and for the maximum there will be 150 words. So we are not supposed to exceed a word limit more than 150 words. So entering the ocean of formal letters, students, we are required to discuss only the formal letters, and the formal letters will be consisting of many letters, and the types of these letters are letter to the editor, letter to the government, letter to the police, formal letter format to the principal, order letter, complaint letter, inquiry letter, business letter, application letter for job, letter to the bank manager, invitation letter, registration letter, leave application for marriage, leave application for maternity. Now, with all the different types of these letters, we may understand ourselves only that whenever we are supposed to, we are required to, we are needed to create a communicative approach. Okay, a communicative approach on behalf of the writing task to the business and to the official matters. That time, whatever letter that will be having its worth and its importance, that will be counted into this task. And now moving with the image, when we talk about the format of a formal letter. Students, it is quite essential to everyone. It is quite indispensable to everyone that whenever you are going to attempt any writing task, either it is short writing, either it is a letter writing, or it can be long writing task, you must be quite comfortable and familiar. Just get acquainted, be familiar with the basic format, because CBSE assesses you the way you present your writing. So your presentation, that will be having the first strict measure to be assessed and to be checked, and that will be the way you are creating it. Okay, the format of your writing things. So, when we talk about the format of formal letters, the following points need to be taken into consideration while writing a formal letter. A formal letter strictly follows the prescribed format for writing a formal letter. That means if you create any kind of compromise with your format, if you create any kind of deformity with your format, that time immediately your format will not be accepted. Because the set format is the only way to create the presentation of a formal letter. Then use of colloquial words, abbreviations and slang language should be restricted while writing a formal letter. It is quite understood to everyone that the formal letter is actually a communication between you and your business partner or your business authority. That times, if you use a slangy language, if you create any kind of incorrect words and the abbreviations, so that will be like a dishonor for the authorities, and such kind of contamination is not accepted in the writing of the formal letters. So be comfortable and acquainted that such kind of things should be avoided. Then a formal letter must be precise and to the point. There must not be any kind of ornamental language, any kind of explanations and elaborations, because you will be having your set word limits, and within that particular set of parameters, you should be quite precise and up to the point. The subject line is very important in a formal letter, because the way we create it, the way we wrote a letter, that must be mentioned in the letter. so that as it goes in the hand of the authority, they must come across the reason and the purpose behind writing this letter. So your subject line will be quite important and it will be an indispensable part to your business letters. And now moving towards the important elements of the format of a formal letter. The important elements are students' sender's address. That means the address and contact details of the sender are written here. Include an email and phone number if required or if mentioned in the question. If it is not required, if it is not mentioned in the question, then you are supposed to copy the address of the sender that is given in your question paper. Then date will be there. The date is written below the sender's address after leaving one space or one line. Okay. Then there will be receiver's address. The address of the recipient of the mail, the officer, principal, editor is written here. It means the concerning authorities to whom we are going to write down the letter. His designation as well as his address will be written over here, except the names. The subject of the letter, there will be after that. Even over the subject and over the salutation, you will be having a little bit modification. Somewhere you will be having after the subject, the salutation has been given, and somewhere you will be having that after salutation, the subject has been given. Even the both ways will be accepted by CBSE. But nowadays, whatever letters that are circulated by CBSE after 2019, in that we are having actually at the means at the top the salutation, and after that the subject is mentioned. So subject means the purpose and the abbreviated essence of your contents. Then salutation, there will be respected sir, ma'am, or sir, ma'am can be written. Then your body will be consisting of 3 paragraphs. The first one that will introduce yourself and the purpose of writing your letter in brief. Then paragraph 2 that will give details to the matter. Then paragraph 3 that will conclude by mentioning what you expect. Okay, sometimes actually we expect a solution to your problem, even sometimes to highlight an issue, okay, in the newspaper. So these things they will be given at the ending or the concluding or the paragraph number 3. Then after that there will be complimentary closing, thanking you, yours sincerely and yours faithfully. Then at the end we are supposed to write down the sender's your, means the person who will be writing the letters, his name will be written over there along with signature and along with any designation. If they are not given, if the name will be given, then just write down the name. But it doesn't happen actually. Every time you will be having your question all these details of the senders, even the receivers also.